Hello and thank you for joining us on Tea Time, where we bring you entertainment news, views, analysis, the latest and biggest in showbiz and celebrity buzz. I'm Rosie Godwin and here with Ife Okoye and Ife Omai. Hi guys.
What
Hello.
up? How you doing?
I'm good, I'm alright. So what's new?
What is new? Kim Kardashian?
Kim Kardashian.
The stats just came out that she had released about 19
17 prisoners.
Yeah.
In the space of 90 days.
Yeah. And I didn't know, but that I knew she was funding a lot of stuff.
17 others in total, 19, I guess.
Yes,
right?
yes, 19. Well, yeah. All in 90 days, but she sponsored every one of those pro bono cases. And
Paying their rent.
And even sponsors them after their release, like just, you know, trying to get back into the society and stuff. So I'm really impressed by that. Like, that's not cheap money.
I kind of wish Tokumbo was on this table now, because was it this morning or yesterday we were talking about it and he was saying she's just saving one person. It's not the world.
Yeah, it's not the world. I was just like, bruh. Now, you see one person that's turning to 17, 18, 19, whatever. It's a big deal. That's a lot of people.
Big deal. I mean,
and it's like,
a
if you think about it, these are people that have been sentenced to life imprisonment. Like, they've lost all hope. And then somebody else, I was even telling him earlier, like off the set, that usually in cases like this, where celebrities are really doing a lot for a cause, they've been affected personally. Like, my child died of cancer, so I opened a foundation for the cancer research that killed my child or something. But this person has no affiliation.
Maybe by marriage.
I guess so.
No,
I guess so. But even Kanye doesn't have. Yeah, but I guess maybe
not criminal
she's saying
record, more
the
like
black cause.
black cause and all that. Maybe some.
Even
Well,
that
I
is
think she
still.
has a background in law, so yeah,
Her dad.
Yeah.
So that's a very great influence, because when she was talking about being a lawyer, she said she would like to have a dad's plaque next to a plaque when she eventually becomes a lawyer. So.
I really just hope that this 2020 thing, or the test that she's going to write, she really passes, because
I mean, we're plenty rooting for her. I just hope she passes it once.
Me too.
Yeah, we are. We're not like you and Tokumbo waiting on a bed because someone said he's going to leak the toilet seat. Have you forgotten?
Oh yes.
I mean, I can remember.
But come on, I've always been supportive of Kim.
Was he the one who said he was going to leak the
Tokumbo.
Oh, okay.
So we're waiting, and she has to make us.
I'm burning for
Oh,
her.
you guys believe it? Well, thank God we didn't bet on anything. So we don't have to do anything. We're not leaking nothing.
Okay, so moving on to the hottest stories this afternoon. We're starting with this news on Wendy's husband, or estranged husband, Kevin Hunter, who is demanding spousal support. If versus... No, your own his came first, so what's your take?
I hate that so much. I mean, like,
It's
how
like,
dare you...
Mary J. Blige thing.
Yeah.
You know?
It's very low. You know, some things that people do, and it's just like, how low can
Makes
you
less
get?
of a man.
I agree.
But if you are talking about gender equality, should we really think of him as less of a man?
I mean,
I like.
I'm not.
This is one conversation I would love to watch.
If it was a woman and it was in the same position of what he did, and she was earning money, working for her husband like he was, I would have said the same thing. I think that for that kind of person, you are not poor. You are not like some trophy husband sitting in the house married to a rich person. You were working, and she was.
But then she's fired him.
Yeah, and she get another job. He's not disabled.
Is it that easy?
I'm sure he'll manage.
Now, though?
After a while, he just needs to lower his standard a little bit. He'll be fine.
No, but it is quite surprising coming from someone who cheated. It's not a case of, I'm not just doing it again, I'm tired, I'm not marrying you, just go. It's a case of repeated cheating, and she just gotten tired. I mean, you've been flaunting your baby mama even, got her a gift. So how do you want her to start paying?
Ferrari.
You know?
What kind of person asking for spousal support? It's almost like an insult.
Granted, though.
Huh?
I'll just tell you, go sell the Ferrari.
I know,
then you
right?
have your spousal support. That's simple as that.
Depends on what the judge is going to say, or the jury, or whoever is going to say.
Let's see how this works out. But at the end of the day, the last time we checked the meaning of spousal support here, and the moment you're making more than, and you're used to a certain lifestyle, and you're making more than your spouse, it's possible that the judge may rule in his favor. Like Mary J. Blige's husband, got some spousal support, but not what he was expecting.
But I don't think he was
but
caught
got-
cheating, though.
No, he wasn't caught cheating, but
mean,
not
so-
what he was expecting. I know.
I think
And-
what else is also trying to say is I think that sometimes the reason for separation influences whether or not you get
Yes.
the
But you
spousal
guys
support.
know that this cheating thing is still alleged, right? It's not like
How
she's
is
come
it
out.
alleged?
No, it's not alleged.
There is a baby mama
As in,
somewhere.
like, there's a whole, like,
He said, are we talking about the same man?
It's still alleged.
There's-
Should I tell you why it's still alleged?
Okay, why?
Because we're all still speculating that, okay, it's a baby.
You're
maybe
the
that's
only
the
one
reason for it.
You are the only
speculating.
one speculating.
Yeah, but until they both come out with a statement.
Her statement for divorce is this alleged.
Irreconcilable differences. She
No,
didn't
no, no.
mention.
She said, what's it called? Infidelity.
Oh, she mentioned.
She
Okay,
mentioned
have you
that.
seen that part?
I'm yet to.
Yeah,
but
because
if
you
first
can't remember
saying it,
irreconcilable
then-
differences.
I mean, you said it.
Yeah,
actually.
She
So-
said it. She said it. Have you not watched her show?
Oh, I haven't
After,
seen the follow-up.
she's
no.
giving up,
Okay.
you know-
I just saw the statement when she sent the. I haven't seen the follow-up. I'm not a
on
big
her show,
Wendy
she said
Williams
this.
show.
She even said something I was telling you about where she was saying she knows the media is going to come for
How you
her
doing?
because she's
Can we
always
do that?
dishing
No.
other people's. She's always dishing other people's gist. Remember I was saying that the other day, like, Wendy, be careful, people are coming for you. She said that already on the show as well. She was like,
Okay.
I know they're coming for me, so get the facts right. You should go watch it. She said it. She
Yeah,
said
okay,
what
now I get it.
happened.
No,
and she
I
said
haven't
she's
seen
been
the
trying
show.
her best to keep the marriage
What time did
together.
you have to watch the show? What time did you have to watch the show?
You think this is the only life I've got?
Well, this is the only life of God.
She's
How about you?
hardworking. I have so many lives, you know. Anyway, let's move on to the next story. This one is on Burna Boy, who says, "Don't think you are talented because of your streaming numbers." I think
Opa,
Burna Boy
Gangnam Style.
has been taking jibes at people lately, like subtle ones. I don't know what's going on in that
He's
space.
on some rant
but
spree.
why? Like, he wasn't like this, or maybe we were not paying attention before.
No, you know what? Fame and power comes with a lot of ego, with a lot of pride, and I think that is what is wrong with Burna Boy at the moment. Because if you want to check the top 3 biggest artists right now, you're probably gonna say a Davido, a Whiskey, then a Burna Boy, unless you want to be biased. But if you want to look at the people that are beginning to get international recognition,
And being
Burna Boy
consistent too.
is being one is
Definitely
definitely
his year,
one of
yeah.
them, and it's his year because it's been killing shows overseas. It's been on his African Giants
on
tour.
Coachella.
He has been on Coachella and he's been killing it. So right now, Burna Boy is like the biggest, hottest thing right now. You understand? So I think this is the reason why it's coming to be like, oh yeah, so now I can talk about you guys, man. Back when I was broke, you know what I mean? Like, so this is turn to just take jabs at people. So you guys should give him his 5 minutes of fame, but it needs to remember one thing: life not turn by turn. You hear me? Yeah.
I think I agree with Ife that there's a bit of arrogance in there because whether or not a silly song gets a lot of streams, you can't.
Say it's not
It's like
talent.
stabbing somebody's hard work.
Yeah.
Because a lot of other people have gotten their streams because they worked hard, because their songs were nice, because they marketed it, because of Sleepless Nights. So to just automatically say that in that manner as well, it's like, bros, calm down. You also have
Talent
streams.
is something that you cannot measure. I mean, you might think someone is not talented in this area, and thank goodness for this social media age. You might look at something and feel, okay, this is not worth it, and before you know it, it is everywhere, and you're wondering,
Yeah.
okay, what are these people seeing in this thing? But the truth is there's market for almost everything, right? So coming out to say the fact that you're getting streams doesn't mean you are talented. Well, getting streams is a form of talent too.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
But you know one thing I don't appreciate about Burna Boy? That's one thing I appreciate about Naira Marley. If Naira Marley has a problem with you, he calls you out by name, but he's been taking subliminal jabs
Yeah,
at
and this one,
people,
someone saying it's
and he's
probably
not
about
calling-
Mayor Kun. Was it Mayor Kun? I mean, the bloggers are trying to link it to different people. 2 artists was mentioned, but I think Mayor Kun was one of them. So there is no concrete evidence.
Even people,
Yeah, so
even
call out
people
names
can
if they're
argue.
really that-
Like, remember on the comment section, people were arguing that even this little baby shark and the thing that he's talking about were actually very artistically created. The
Yeah.
people
Of
who
course.
created baby shark did science background, so what entertains kids. There's a lot of hard work that was put into that.
it.
And
Yeah,
Gangnam
even
Style
Gangnam
at the-
Style as well. So even like you said, the arrogance in that statement is like, bro, so you as you are, like.
And I bet the Gangnam Style guy is way richer than Burna Boy and way talented
Anyway,
than Burna Boy.
I'm not surprised at his arrogance anyway. I mean, let me leave it at that. Tea Time continues with more stories right after this break. We'll be right back.
You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can live here.
My real names are Akbofio Fobo, Akbolubo Mere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom. You know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you have a younger brother.
Age is nothing but a number. Well, I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
It feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can. Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa. Up next, Peter Okoye is saying, I choose my wife and kids over my brothers. I think this is off the back of the whole drama happening in his family, right?
Yeah.
So, Ife, you're a man, so...
No, I think I'm not even going to put it off the back of the drama between him and his brothers or his family members and all of that. I think this is something that happens in the society, especially with men. You see a lot of men. I don't know if anyone ever saw Fans of Lagos?
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you didn't watch the series, yeah. Okay, yeah, there was this guy that was a mommy's boy, you know, staying with his mom because they were rich and all of that, and then everything, he was always putting his mother first, and this was a married guy, you get. So a lot of men out there still tend to put their how do I put it, their extended family before their immediate family. Sorry, Dad, but my dad used to be a victim of, I mean, he used to be, can I call him a victim, or he used to be someone that used to be like that, you get, he used to look after...
He was not a victim, he wasn't... Let's not talk about your dad.
No, he used to like pull people, then I think he learned the hard way, and then he started... He realized that, look, I need to put my family first because these people won't be there. It has to be my immediate family at the end of the day.
it's tricky.
So it's a very dicey situation, but at the end of the day, I think every man who thinks right should know that your wife, your kids come first before any other person. You love your mom, love your dad, love your brothers, love your sisters, love your cousins, take care of them, but it's not that I need to pay my child's school fees. Then my brother calls me and tells me, oh, he needs house rent. Of course I will pay my child's school fees first because that's my legacy. Do you understand? So,
and trust me, there are people, taking from the example he just said, there are people who would rather give that money to their brother.
Of course.
Or contribute money for a wedding of one of the members of the family rather than paying the school fees. Like, I've seen it happen firsthand.
Because I think the one with the mother is even a tricky one. Mother and wife for men. It puts men in a very tricky situation because you're comparing the family that birthed you and the family you have birthed.
And I think it's also based on the patriarchal mentality of Nigeria.
That what?
Yeah, that there's a lot of responsibility placed on a man. So they just feel like, okay, if I don't do this now, so much responsibility, I'll look incompetent.
But it's not just a man issue. Women face that too, between husbands and their fathers.
From the one you mentioned, women and the wife, I think it's a case of mentoring. Like, there's so many young men out there that I feel should be mentored, should be spoken to, should be taken away from what they have been thought to be the right thing, and which we all know, okay, this shouldn't make sense, right? And it's just for them to sit down and listen to someone like your father that has gone through it, understood it, and has first-hand experience to say, no, this is how it should be, right? So I think we cannot...
And big shout out to my mom, by the way.
We cannot rule out the space of mentoring when it comes to family.
I think if you bring that back also to Mr. P, right, like him himself, I think with the dispute and everything, when I first read the statement, I thought he was saying like his family got in the way of, like his wife and kids got in the way of his relationship with his brothers. But when I watched the interview, that's not what
family issues because
let me finish now.
Okay, sorry, I'm not being.
So when I watched the interview, that's not actually what was happening. He was just saying that he's because the interviewer asked him if he's trying to get his relationship back with his brother, and he said he's focusing on his family. So that's when he made that statement. Like, I'd rather put my energy, my eggs, my family, my like marriage and kids, family before my birth family, like the family that whatever. But I'm always in the belief that you choose your family, and just because I don't think blood is thicker than water, I think bond is thicker than water. If you happen to have a good bond with your family, well and good.
Think about it.
But so if your I don't know what is happening with him and his brothers, but if that's a toxic place and he finds his peace and dwelling with his family, all good and well.
Yeah, but I also think that he should just watch the kind of things he says in interviews. I mean, like you said, yeah, bond is always better, but sometimes family is just family.
No, I think I'm going
and even when there are issues and, you know, this is how... I think there's a thing about people saying, there are things you just don't talk about. You know this is what you're doing. You know that is how, but you don't just come out and say, because people will keep trying to read meanings out of what you've said, and almost everybody knows what is going on. Like, of course, we don't know the full details, but we know there's a feud.
Yeah.
They've dragged themselves on social media, Instagram, did some name calling, right? So I think it's high time. It's not the same person that went to, I don't know if it's the same interview.
The radio station.
Yeah, they're breaking down, you know, and he said stuffs there too. So we know there's a problem. Nobody's telling him to believe or focus on his brothers and leave his wife, but he needs to be more matured about this. And just
I think also it can bite you in the ass, especially for the fact that you don't know what tomorrow might bring. You might have these disputes over, because family, like you said, it's very hard to break, especially if you've grown up together. You actually once had that bond. This might not just be a period of time thing. So be careful, because you can't take back your word. So I would have agreed as well to say maybe Peter talk a bit less, and he's the only one that's talking. That makes me, this is not a fact, this is just me personally, it makes me feel like he's probably the problem in the relationship to begin with. If you are the one always talking, having strong opinions, saying really like heavy statements and calling people out and what, maybe that attitude is probably also what's stopping you from ending the feud with you and your brother.
So you're going to say something?
Well, I think she's coined most of it, and I think I was going to say that you never know what the actual problem, which is the reason why I said do not let us delve into their family issue, because I remember the last time we spoke about their family issues, and I was saying something about their wives interfering in the problem and making sure, you know, a lot of people felt I was being insensitive, that you shouldn't call out their wives, you should let them be and all of that. That's what I'm saying. Do not let us even delve into their family issues. Let us leave all of that aside. But at the end of the day, I think Peter, like Elsie said, should be a bit more careful about what he says. Like, you can't take his words back, and the internet never forgets. So if they decide to come back together and become very close family members again, people will still it is the same fans that will pull it out that way. You're not the ones that say you choose, you did that, said this, that. Do you understand? Like, so it needs to be more careful. And he's not a novice, he's been in the industry for so long, so you should know how the media works and how they take things out of context.
If this is his way of being in the news, then nah,
it's too bad. And he's saying that, man, anybody that doesn't like this can stop listening to him.
You see all those kind of attitude, I'm just like, bro, just stop talking, really. It's your family, have some respect.
But it's true though. I think every man should pick their wife and kids over.
I know people that would strongly disagree to that.
Yeah, I know,
but
I think
I'm almost going to get to that part. I just don't want to sound, or anybody taking me out of context, to say LC is attacking somebody's wife. But you know, I said human beings can be weird. And now we don't even know who the real cause of the problem is, right?
Whether it's Peter or the wife.
I don't know. But let's take it away from them, like you've been saying, right? And you're in a situation whereby, I mean, let me try to sound low-minded now, and so that nobody's going to say I'm pointing fingers. You're watching movies, or you know what is going on, and you see that this wife is the main cause of this problem. But yeah, because you think this is my immediate family, you're choosing her over everybody.
Even when she's wrong.
You know, and she is the one causing this issue, causing the trouble, and you don't even know. It's not like you know, and you're covering it, but it's more like a case of the snake in the grass, right? So that's
like
what
everything she says is right. You know, everything she does and all that.
Pray to God for discerning spirits. Be quiet for a while.
Pastor,
you know, just
feel it. Can I just type in tongues already?
Okay, time for another break while they're typing. When we come back, we'll have time for just one more story. We'll be right back.
watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can't live here.
My real names are Akbofiofobo, Akborobomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, you know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you have a younger brother. Age is nothing but a number. What? I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
Feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Welcome back. We're moving on to our next and final story, which is on Britney Spears' mother, who wants to be involved in singer's conservatorship matters. I remember this was the word Ife was looking for the last time. Yeah, conservatorship.
That was causing conservatorship.
But I think it's commendable that she wants to be involved, and I also read somewhere that she has never for once. Yeah, she has never for once wanted to be named as co-conservator.
Conservator.
Is it conservator?
Yeah,
she has never for once.
Don't call
so right
me.
now, she just wants to be
conservator,
informed and involved. She doesn't still want to become the conservatorship person.
Conservator. Oh, she doesn't want to become the conservator.
You know, so I think this is coming from a really genuine place. That's my personal opinion. And
She seems to disagree. Or she's a control freak.
No. Or everything that has been said about Britney's dad, and now he's very controlling, and now is all about affairs, even though a news broke recently that she's also all about her right now, like she doesn't want her to grant the say-it-all interview and all of that. So it may just be that this might just be true, and this may be part of the reason that Britney was actually held against the will at the mental facility.
But there's no proof of that, though.
No, I know. I'm saying that this may... That's what I'm saying. All this are just adding up that, okay, maybe they're beginning to see our dad for who he actually is.
I mean, I get what you're saying, because this is the same man that was co-conservator, right?
Conservator.
I remember his name. His name Adam was the lawyer's name, and the lawyer had to resign, right? That's another one there. And he was painted to be the very ill man that is going through a very terrible health situation. So if you are at that point, that is,
your daughter's money,
you know, why is your daughter's money your
resources,
main problem? Have you got to the point where you would say, okay, this woman just even take over or something? Maybe Britney is not strong enough to take over, but he's still holding on to it, even at the fact that they've made him feel like he's almost dying, right? So I think there's definitely
a red flag
in that space.
Yeah, so maybe this is just the mom saying, okay, enough is enough. We all have to know what you're doing with Britney's money. Okay, right now she can't handle herself, right? Okay, so everybody needs to be, you need to be very transparent to what's going on. We need to see it for the sake of my daughter.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think
there's absolutely nothing wrong.
You're a family member, especially in that kind of limelight, that actually has your back like that, it's a big deal. A lot of people don't have that. So I wouldn't want to take for granted your mother backing you up.
And she's staying with her mom now.
Exactly. I know there is definitely some kind of family. So I mean, if you look at this girl's history, there's something wrong. She's around something toxic, and it keeps messing.
Well, if you look at child stars, most child stars are usually depressed.
But you don't think Britney Spears' one is just a little bit like bizarre?
No,
I mean, there's Zendaya. Where's the wahala there? Miley Cyrus's one was one scene, one phase. All the twins.
Same excuse for Justin Bieber.
Thank you. All the twins. I can keep going. There's a lot of. What about the twins on the real?
Maybe Britney is just the one that is very vocal about. Do you know what these people are going through? Do you know what Miley Cyrus
you know, there's a Yoruba. I
through
don't know how to say it in Yoruba. When I say if your wahala can be hidden,
I love you say that in Yoruba.
If your wahala can be hidden, then it's a good wahala. If Britney can't even contain it,
leads to suicide.
You're missing my point. Okay. If Britney's whatever issues is becoming physical, like I'm shaving my hair in a store, I'm walking around butt naked, or I'm doing like that's a different problem altogether. There's something about Britney's case as a person. I'm hoping maybe someday we will get some kind of
7-year-old woman.
Thank you. She's not a child anymore.
It's
So if
it's just the old child star thing.
It's more than, I think it's more than that.
And
Either her
everybody,
father.
we all have different ways of handling this
But
thing.
we need to wrap up though,
so,
and that's where and how we're wrapping up on Tea Time this afternoon. Join us tomorrow for an absolutely fresh episode of the program. Until then, thank yous as always goes to my co-anchors Ife Okoye and Ife Omai. Also the production team, and as well as our stylist, courtesy of Kudis Empire and Liz Harrison. I'm Elsie Godwin saying thank you for watching.